Ugh, my hair. Anyway. Okay. Didn't really think this out too good, but okay. Ugh. I'll make this quick. Doctor Who, special third. Okay. We all know what the reality is with Doctor Who. We know why David Tennant was brought back. Officially as the 14th Doctor. Okay, fine, whatever. And they showed a high emotions. Okay, I have to go through. Okay, spoiler alert. I have to do this because it won't make sense. It will not make sense otherwise unless I spoil the hell out of this thing. Okay, so they come back. We get our one scene with Winifred. I believe it was his name was Winifred, or was it just Fred? No, it was Winifred. Yeah. Anyway, they come back to the nice old guy, and he's there for his one scene, and then I heard he died. In the beginning of the production, so I really doubt, along with everyone else, that we were going to see any more of him throughout the rest of this special. And true to force, when we come back, he's just suddenly gone, and they're saying, "We'll take arrives and say we'll take the family into safety and custody and all that." Why Winifred was not affected, even though he wasn't wearing a bracelet armband thing, we never know. But whatever. So basically, the Doctor returns into the wild blue yonder to find that the world's been turned into or populated by a bunch of Karens. Now that seems to be the most modern Doctor Who problem. I like that. That was rather nice. And so the Doctor goes to unit, and they said that there's something broadcast, some sort of evil magic spell with a laughing puppet. And so they kind of figure it out. Sounds logical. Okay, cool, fine. The what was his name? The toy maker gets a hold of the unit's cannon. Doctor says, "Please stop." Blah blah blah. Tries to bargain. Toy maker shoots the Doctor, and and by the way, the Doctor says he somehow summoned or allowed the Toymaker to come back because he invoked superstition on the edge of the universe with salt. Okay. I find that rather a bit dumb, but it's the edge of the universe, so kind of anything goes. So it's okay. I don't know why it specifically be him or how exactly, but somehow it caused something, and the Toymaker's back. Okay, cool, fine. Oh, and there are others that he defeated, including the Master, which he put in a gold tooth. Ding. And and someone else who he says he doesn't even want to even bother even approaching. Then it's wait, who's that? He goes, that's for later. It's okay. So now that's actually proper decency. I say it's the Valeyard. That's my money's on. It's the Valeyard. Anywho, so the Doctor gets blasted by the Toymaker. And the Doctor starts to regenerate, and then he says, "Oh wait, this one's different. Pull here, pull me." So they pull him sideways, and out pops the 15th Doctor, whatever his name is. I can't really remember how to pronounce that. But anyway, he comes out, and he says, "Yes, I am the next Doctor." And he says, "Apparently, this is a bi regeneration." Okay. So they wanted them both on screen. Okay, sure, fine, whatever. Then they say, "Okay, let's play a game of catch." And then the Doctor or Doctors defeat the Toymaker, also knocking out his tooth, I believe. And the Toymaker gets defeated. They put him in a box, bury him somewhere deep, blah, blah, blah. So then the Doctor and the Doctor walk off inside unit, and we see, much like at the end of, I forget which one was called, the Trocliflane, where the Doctor defeats the Master for the first time in the series. Um, they see a hand, and they're out on a platform, so there's empty space beyond that. But also, as they walk away, we pan down to the gold tooth where the Master's held it. You see his hand come in, grab the tooth, and make off with it. Same as with the ring at the end of that episode, where it's like someone comes down and picks up the ring that holds the Master. Like, huh. So then the Doctor goes back, like, what are we going to do? The Doctor says, well, I would like to retire because he's been running around for so long. And that's okay. But in order for him to rest, he has to walk away from the TARDIS. Now, I thought this would be a fantastic character growth moment where the Doctor has to walk away from the adventure, leave the TARDIS behind. And much like the Metacrisis Doctor, Donna, the one he left to go live with Rose in the alternate universe, he will go and live with Donna's family and live out the rest of his life, or Time Lord life, with them. You'd think that would be great character growth. But no, they pull a Deus Ex bullshit up, literally out of nowhere, because the 15th Doctor then says, hold on, I have an idea. Goes over to the catwalk, opens up a panel. I don't know how he knows that's there. Opens up a panel and pulls out a giant Gallagher mallet. I am not joking. Everyone goes outside, and he says, because of this lasting little bit of stability between the Toymaker and us and the universe, then I'll be able to do this. Takes the hammer, whacks the side of the TARDIS, and now we have 2 TARDISes, one for each Doctor. So David Tennant's Doctor now has the TARDIS with him. Because stuff. So it's like, oh, so we're just going to forego all that character development and, and just, you'll have the TARDIS to do something with. So the new Doctor seems fine. He's very cheery and optimistic. Don't really see the differences yet. He doesn't really have his own clothes. Again, with the clothes, it's like the clothes just magically appear. They had problem with having to wear clothes from the old previous person still stuck on them. Now with from Jodie to this guy to David Tennant and then to the new guy, suddenly clothes are just magically created for this. It's like, I'm not understanding this at all. It's like regeneration rules just go out the window. It's like, okay, whatever. And so the new guy seems to be fine, whatever. I'm curious to see what his new dibs are, what his new personality's like. I just hope he's entertaining. Same as I think of everybody else since Christopher Eccleston, for first departed, and to David Tennant. I just hope that the new guy is entertaining and still feels like the Doctor. I hope. So, with that Deus Ex bullshitta and defeat of character growth, minor. So they have, one of 2 character growth moments. Him staying with Donna for an indeterminate amount of time, but he also gets to keep his TARDIS. It's like the show can say, you can have his cake and eat it too. It's like, just, I don't understand. They hope to bring him back or something. I don't know. Peace of mind for the audience to say David Tennant's Doctor lives on. I don't know. It just seems, like child wish fulfillment. You get it all and more. Anyway, so everyone says their goodbyes. The world stops being an ass, and everything's set up for the new series, which looks impressive. Everything's set up more so to just not suck. That's where it's set up now, which is good. As I said before, with the Timeless Children, it's like, I'm going to tease that for another year or 2, and then it's going to be just, just terrible, because it just opens up the door for more bullshit. It's like, I don't understand. Why do you make this more difficult than it has to be? so that we can't negate her regeneration and just, buy around her DVDs and box sets. So now we have to, because it's canon. Thanks. Like I said, what they did with that memory guy did with Captain Jack Harkness, his memories of him and his younger brother, trying to insert him in that, so that you can't get rid of him without getting rid of his younger brother's memory, So yeah, it's much like that. Dick move, but whatever. So, what else was there? So yeah, everything looks good. I'm fairly optimistic about the future of the upcoming season. And the specials were, I mean, they were good for what they were. I don't hate them. Star Beast was okay. The Well Beyonder was pretty serviceable. I liked it. It seemed like a classic Doctor Who episode, Stuff's happening, trying to figure it out. All the while a villain is breathing down your neck. More running. And this one, yeah, so they are serviceable. They feel good. Not great, stellar, or my God, that was so awesome. But it was fairly entertaining. It had enough going for it that I liked it. And that's okay. So, yeah. Looking forward for the Christmas special, and yeah, that's about it. So, do I recommend them? I recommend them just to check out if you have Disney Plus already. To buy on DVD, unless they have good special features behind them like they normally do, then sure. Would I get Jodie's? Ugh, that's a hard sell right there. That's a very hard sell. Doesn't mean I won't. I'm just very reluctant to do so. If I were to ever have it in my collection, it would only be to compare, old episodes with other episodes to show, like, now this was good writing, this is bad writing. You can see the difference. All right, so I guess that's it about everything. My neck's getting tired. All right, so take care, fair, faithful viewer, and see you all in 2024, unless I do another video. But yes, the new year is coming, and I'm looking forward to it. Take care. Bye.